Yes, is a woman who has gone through a total body transformation. She was first introduced to us on TLC's My 600-Pound Life. Let's take a look.
This is Marla's last chance. If she doesn't stand up now, she'll be in this bed until she dies. Marla, you can do it. You want to count from 3?
1, 2, 3.
There we go. All right. Keep pushing your weight up. Okay.
I didn't think I could get up.
Good God from Zion. We can't wait to show you how she looks now. Please welcome Miss Marla McCants.
Yay!
Yes, we can call you Miss Marla McCants because you did that. Yes.
Miss Marla, you look amazing.
Yes.
560 pounds in 2 years. My goodness. When did you know it was time to get the help that you needed?
One day I got up to use the bathroom and couldn't put any pressure on my feet. I couldn't walk.
Wow.
And I had seen a TV show where it was a woman or a man that was trapped inside a house, and I didn't want to be like that.
Yeah. Yeah. So it was time. You were like, this is the day that I changed my life.
Well, Marla, you actually went from it being a struggle to just get up with help. We saw that in the clip, just to stand up briefly on a walker, to losing all of this weight. Girl, you look amazing. You really, really do.
Thank you.
Thinking about the weight gain, was there any one person or thing that you said that you attribute the weight gain to? Did something happen? Was there something traumatizing in your past?
Yes, as Ayana always says, you have to get to the root of the problem. And the root of the problem for me was when my father was, I was molested. And then I was kidnapped by a high school sweetheart. Yeah. I stayed indoors. I didn't want to endanger anyone. I didn't want to endanger my children. I just stayed in, and food was my comfort. Food was my comfort.
Thank you for your transparency. And you decided to have a surgical procedure in order to jumpstart your weight loss. Can you tell us about the process that you went through for that?
Wow. Well, after listening to my caretaker, after getting that in my head that I needed one, because I was self-sufficient, I wanted to do everything myself, but I was trapped in a bed. So after listening to her, I seeked out and wrote people, didn't get any answer, and she told me, Marla, it's this show that takes people and for the surgery, and you need to write in. So I thought about it and I wrote in. They sent out a video. I videoed myself, and I got picked.
Wow.
I got picked.
Wow.
Yes.
Marla, can you take us through your daily program mentally and physically? And now, I mean what you do now after you have lost the weight, because emotionally and mentally you got there. That's how you got there, emotionally and mentally, because you stayed in and you ate as food as comfort. So now that that's over and that's gone, and you have this amazing body now, and you're in a better place, how do you maintain the positive mindset to continue to thrive without slipping back into that mindset?
Well, I first want to get out there that food is an addiction. We don't look at it
Yes, it
as,
is.
it's
It is.
not. It is an addiction. I'm going to always have that mindset.
It's something that you struggle with.
I struggle with.
But what is it like to be able to say, I win over food every day?
Because you're winning. You are winning right
I never
now.
want to go back to that place.
Yes.
I never want to go back to the place. The way I was treated, you never want to go back there. It's lonely.
Yeah. What do you say to people that are like, well, it's your fault that you were in that? Because if you don't know your story, you'll look at a show like that and say, well, how could they do that? How could they just eat all that food and do all of that? What do you say to those people to have a little bit more empathy for people who are going through it?
Well, as you were told, I was told, you literally never judge a book by its cover. So, everybody has a story. Everybody has a route that they got to get to, For those people, they're just ignorant.
Misinformed.
Well, we're talking books, and you have one, my dear.
Yes, I'm writing a book.
Absolutely.
Yes.
So what will be the take-home message that you want people to get while reading the book or when reading the book?
That you can overcome your struggles and fears. You can overcome. You can do it. I did it.
Yes.
You can do it.
Yes.
And I believe God has put me here to share my stories. It's not for me. It's for everybody else that's out there struggling.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to do.
Yeah, and speaking of sharing your stories, talk to us about Lending Our Shared Stories. What is that you're creating?
Yes, it's this wonderful organization that I joined, Lost Yes, and it deals with anyone or anybody that's lost anything, be it pet, spouse, mother, brother, sister, cousin, anybody that's lost anything, just to let you know that you're not alone.
Yeah.
We need to come together as a community and share and get the love that we deserve and need to make it out here.
Right.
It's rough.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's really rough.
Talk about your faith walk and how God, you mentioned God when answering Quad's question, but how has the Holy Spirit, God, your source, helped you through this process when you had those human moments?
Oh, Jesus. I've always, you just keep your faith. I never knew how I was going to get out of this. I knew I was. I knew this wasn't the life that he was, presented me with. The name of my book is going to be called Altered, because I altered my life.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
So I tell anyone, keep your faith. Keep your faith. Don't give up. Keep your faith.